Welcome back into Pure Adrenaline Sports, everybody. This is John coming at you with this week's MLB Power Rankings. Sorry it's been so long since we have done these. It has been about a month since we've done our Power Rankings. We completely reformatted the layout for the Power Rankings. Now, when I do the Power Rankings every week, I hit a couple buttons and it spits out all these images you guys are going to be able to see here in a minute. But let's say hello to some folks in the chat. DK, what's up, buddy? How are you doing today? Miss Gina is here. What is up? Charles Adderley is here. What is up, Sir Charles? Welcome in. Yeah, but once again, so sorry it's been about a month since we've done some power rankings, but I got the software up and running the way I like. And once again, I hit a couple buttons. It prints out. It not prints out, but it generates all the images for me with all the stats the way I want it. Each team's got its own page, so let's get into it. We'll keep saying hi here. Yo, District Nation, what's up, buddy? District, if available, feel free to hop in. You have access. Understand if not, though. But what is going on? Miss Gina, how are you doing in New York today? Charles is down in the Bahamas. DK is down in Florida. The Junkies are representing. Let me wait in. Let me see if I get an answer from District. And then we'll start getting into our power rankings for this week. Once again, actually, while I wait there for a second, don't forget we have our Instagram page now where some of the information will be posted after we're done. Let's go. All right. Thank you so much, buddy. All right. So let's hop in. Let me get the Instagram page here for you. Push that in the chat. And then we will get going. X. Got to post it on X as well. DK's got access too. DK, if you wanted to hop on, if available, feel free as well. Probably not going to be too long of a stream here. We have our Mets game today at 1:30, so we got to make sure we get ready for that as well. All right, I'm going to need some. Let's see here, delaying this here a little bit. Let's get that going here. All right, let's get into this week's power rankings, everybody. We have waited long enough. I'll have this one to start it so we don't give number 30 away right off the bat. But it's not going to have any of the movement because it's the first time running the software. So next week we'll have any movements for the teams. So it's almost like the first power rankings of the season all over again. But coming in at number 30, the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies right now sitting at 42-64. They are 3-7 over their last 10. The remaining strength of schedule, very tough. I give it a grade of a D minus. So that's a tough schedule. Right now, offensively, they're fourth. I have them as the fourth best offense in baseball, but pitching, dead last in pitching. And you can see why there. 5.49 ERA. 606. They've given up the most runs, the most hits, the second most home runs, and the second fewest strikeouts. So not very good pitching wise. They got one more with Milwaukee. Actually, it's the rubber match. They did win game 1 on Friday there. And I had to double check this. They're off Monday and Thursday. I had to double check that, but that is correct. Colorado is off Monday and Thursday. Only a two game set with San Diego. Oh, one thing I got to notice here. I got to put in if who's home and away. So home and away. Miss Gina says graphics are great. Thank you, Miss Gina. So Colorado staying at number 30. Coming in at 29. I still call them Oakland until they officially move to Vegas. They are 29th. Bad news for them today. Shea Langoliers, a guy that was a potential trade candidate, injured, going to miss significant time there. But yeah, Oakland, the A's coming in at number 29, 3-7 over their last 10 as well. Same thing. Not very good offensively. That is super loud. Very easy schedule for them the rest of the way here. But on offense, they're middle of the pack. 11th in average. Don't steal many bases, but pitching wise, another team. They're 27th. The thing that's helping them a little bit is strikeouts. They're middle of the pack in strikeouts, but second to last or last in almost every other category. One more with Minnesota, then they're home. Just because of times, I can tell where the games are here. They're home for Boston for 4, and then Detroit for 3 next weekend. So the A's, I think the A's will be staying back here, especially with injuries piling up. They're going to be getting ready to make some trades as well. But let's keep climbing up. Coming in at number 28, the Kansas City Royals. A very easy schedule the rest of the way. Doesn't mean they'll make the playoffs or anything, but they're 6-4 over their last 10, so playing a little bit better. Their offense is fine, 11th in the majors overall, but pitching, another team with horrible pitching, 28th. One more with Detroit today before an off day, and then Minnesota for 3 and Colorado for a weekend series next weekend. The chat is kind of quiet so far for our power rankings. What I'll have to do is I'll have to come up with a page where it shows, like we used to, I don't have them, where it does 30 down to 21, 20 down to 11, and 10 down to 1. So this is good. Can't remember everything, unfortunately. All right, here we go. Let's keep climbing here. Coming in at number 27, the Los Angeles Angels. Right now they're 27th. Tough, kind of a tough schedule. Not easy, not too difficult here. These districts saying above 13. District going above 13 for his Nats. So we will check. But yeah, the Angels 3-7. It doesn't sound like Mike Trout's going to accept the trade anywhere. But yeah, 22nd on offense, 16th in pitching. So not horrible pitching, but just no offense. 22nd. One more with San Francisco before Houston for 3, an off day, and then Milwaukee for 3 next weekend. The Angels, one of those teams that always seems easy to root for, but very, very rarely is very good. Looks like Ohtani got out at the right time, yeah? $23 games under 500. Not good. These teams all 25 down are very bad. Coming in at 26 are New York Mets. Right now, they have a tough schedule the rest of the way. I believe the Mets have – it's either the Mets or the Reds have the toughest schedule the rest of the way. So that's not good because they're bad. They're 43-62 right now. they're going to lose. They're going to lose 98, if not 100 games. Miss Gina says our math is 100%. Let's go. But our Mets offense, terrible. Offense is absolutely trash. And now without Juan Soto for a month, it's. I was going to say it's going to get worse. It can only get one position worse. We thought the Mets offense was bad last year. It's even worse this year. Pitching still keeping them in games. They've lost the first two here to the Dodgers, but they've been close games. And errors has been what's doing it. 3 runs scored the first night on an error. 2 runs last night on an error. So, yeah, just not good. We'll see when the Mets start trading off some pieces. So it's going to get worse. Pitching is going to get worse as well because they're going to trade their good relievers here. But one more with the Dodgers today. We'll be live for that. Then the Mets are home for 3 with Atlanta and 4 with Miami. We'll be live for that Wednesday game at 1 o'clock. But what a terrible season. We were definitely thinking playoffs this year. But yeah, not going to happen this season. Coming in at 25. Number 25, if DK's still here, his San Francisco Giants coming in at number 25. They are 5-5 over their last 10, so playing a little bit better as of late, but still 16 games under. Very tough schedule for them as well. The letter grade for remaining strength of schedule, if it's a D or an F, that's a tough schedule. If it's an A, you have a fairly easy schedule. Offense, they're 6th in average, 6th in hits, just not scoring. 24th in runs, 18th in home runs. They don't steal bases. Pitching is all over the place. They've only given up the 7th fewest home runs. Middle of the pack in runs and hits, but bottom tier in ERA and strikeouts. We are here for the long haul. Well, not everybody, Miss Gina. That's the problem. But San Francisco, one more with the Angels today. Then they have Milwaukee for 3, San Diego for 4 next weekend. So we'll see San Francisco, another one of those teams that'll probably start trading off some pieces as well. Coming in at number 24, there it is, the Reds. The Reds have the toughest remaining strength of schedule. They're playing a little bit better, 5-5 over their last 10, but not middle of the pack. They're bottom tier in offense and pitching. Well, after making the playoffs last year, what a step back for this team. One more with St. Louis. Then they have Cleveland for 3 and Pittsburgh for 4 next weekend, starting on Thursday. So another disappointing team this year. Let's keep climbing towards that number 21 spot. Coming in at number 23, the Toronto Blue Jays. Man, 3-7 over their last 10. Dead last in offense. 11th to pitching. So another team pitching well, like our Mets, pitching well, but no offense. But yeah, 9 games under. Don't know if they can go on a run here. The American League is fairly weak. So a couple more things I want to work on to get on the screen here. We'll get like playoff odds, especially once we start getting up to the top tier teams, what their playoff odds will be. But yeah, dead last in offense for Toronto and 11th for pitching. Where's their 16th, middle of the pack in average and hits and not scoring? Last time I saw, when we played Toronto a week or so ago, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has only got like 6 home runs on the season. Very bad season for Vladdy. Maybe the Mets should trade for him. We need a first baseman. Jake, what's up, Jake? Jake says the Jays have shocked me this season. It's tough to go from a World Series team to not even making the playoffs potentially. Yeah, not even a World Series team on the verge of winning the World Series. So you get the letdown of that, and then you have this season here, and it's not the pitching. Their pitching's 11th. So, but one more with Boston. I believe they split that series so far. Then they have Washington for 3, an off day on Thursday, and St. Louis next weekend. So tough schedule here for Toronto coming up. But coming in at number 22, the Houston Astros. They have a very easy schedule here. You see an A+ rating. That's an easy schedule. So we'll see. They are 13th on offense. They're 3rd in home runs overall. But pitching, bottom tier, 22nd overall, but look, 26 in ERA, 25th in runs. They have one more with the White Sox before they have the Angels for 3 and then Texas for 3. So that'll be a big weekend series next weekend. So we'll keep an eye on the Astros. Once again, a couple more things I'll have coming out, especially make sure you are. Post the link is there in the chat for the Instagram page. I will definitely be having more, not videos, but information. I'll be posting information over there for playoff odds, remaining schedules, stuff like that. All right, let's keep climbing here. Number 21 this week, the Minnesota Twins, a team that is back and forth. This team will get hot and climb up through the rankings, and then they'll drop like a rock. Their offense is fine, 10th overall, but another team, no pitching. 26th overall pitching. They have one more with the A's before Kansas City for 3 and Seattle for 3. So, and with the American League being so bad, all these teams that are 1 or 2 games below 500 all have a legit shot at still making the playoff. So, but let's keep climbing to the number 20 spot here. We are back. I'm sure once we start doing this on a weekly basis again, we'll get some more people hopping in. Coming in at number 20, another team, very weird, San Diego Padres right now. 1 game under 500, 24th on offense, 18th in pitching. One more with Miami before only a 2-game set with Colorado. That's odd. And then a 4-game set with San Francisco. So Charles says if you have not done so already, pause now and give the like button a thumbs up. Thank you, Charles. All right, let's keep coming up. All right, let's start getting into the teams here. Number 19, the Baltimore Orioles, another team, 7-3 over their last 10. They had a nice 7-game winning streak going on before they lost to Boston. But yeah, they're starting to get things turned around there. Still 3 games under. A little bit of a tougher schedule here. Their opponents have a winning record the rest of the way. 1 more with Atlanta, 3 with Detroit, 3 with Philly. But a team that's even. Offense is 19th, pitching is 20th. Snowman is here. What is up, Snowman? How did your stream go last night, buddy? But guys, make sure you check out Snowman Multimedia. I know if you're an adrenaline junkie, you're probably already following him, but we always appreciate Snowman hopping in, all his support. But let's keep climbing here. Coming in at number 18, the Texas Rangers. Texas right now, I believe Texas does lead the West right now, the American League West. That's something I got to put on screen. Let me place in division. in wild card standings. Okay. Another team that's fairly even. Both categories, 18th and 19th here for Texas. Two more with Seattle. Then a 3-game set with Tampa Bay and a weekend set with Houston. That'll be a big series next weekend. Fairly easy schedule for Texas the rest of the way. Snowman says had a great stream last night. Prepping for today versus Houston, 2:10 Eastern time. Let's go. So we'll keep an eye on Texas here. The Cleveland Guardians, 4-6 over their last 10. A very easy schedule the rest of the way. An A+ rating there. Offensively, very, very tough. Right now they're 27th, but pitching, they are 9th overall in pitching. One more with Tampa Bay for Cleveland. 3-game set with Cincinnati. Once again, Cincinnati is completely falling apart. I don't know if there's injuries over there or not, but Arizona next weekend. So we'll keep an eye on Cleveland to see if they are buyers at the deadline or if they just stay put. All right, let's keep climbing. I want to keep checking in on District Nation. District Nation said that should be 13th or higher, but let's keep climbing here. We're almost halfway through. In at number 16, the Seattle Mariners, another team that I'm very disappointed in. Yo, Dr. Delay, what is up, Dr. Delay? Thank you so much for hopping in. He says, like number 6, leaving you on whilst I work on my lineups. No worries. Thank you so much for checking in. Guys, make sure you check out Dr. Delay. Once again, if you're an adrenaline junkie already, you're probably already followed and subscribed over to Dr. Delay. Dr. Delay has been a huge supporter of ours. He's up, I believe he's climbing up to 11K already. Having Pittsburgh be competitive in the wild card, might even be in the race for the division. I'm not sure. No, not with Milwaukee. But man, his streams, I don't know. I don't want to put it too low, but I think yesterday when I checked, it was 386 or something. 386 people watching. So, congrats on all the success, brother. We are all in this together, aiming for the same thing here. But yeah, Seattle, fairly easy schedule the rest of the way. They are struggling offensively, as you see there, 28th overall. That's all right. Actually, Dr. Delay, don't worry about it. This is my first one in a month. This is my first one in a month. I completely revamped the images and stuff. Like I said, nerd alert. I completely designed a program where it spits these out. I hit a couple buttons. It spits out every team every Sunday when I hit the button. So I still got to adjust some layers. As you can see, some things are off, but we'll get that all figured out. But Seattle's got 2 more with Texas, 3 with the Dodgers, 3 with the Twins next weekend. So does not get any easier for them. But let's get to the halfway point. Coming in at number 15, it is the Miami Marlins. Miami, I don't think are they still 0-10 over their last 10 games? Are they on a 11 or 12 game losing streak? They have a tough schedule the rest of the way as well, man. This team, they were at least 52-43. I believe it was better than that. I believe it's an 11 or 12 game losing streak. Offense, they are 9th on offense, 8th in pitching. They got 1 more with San Diego. Then they have a 3-game set with Philadelphia. And then they'll get right this coming weekend, 0-11. 0-11, says Dr. Delay. But then they'll get right next weekend with a 4-game set against our Mets. But man, they're in the top 10 in both. We have them ranked top 10 in both offense and pitching. Yo, Sean's here. What's up, Sean? Great to see you as always. All right, let's get into the top half. Let's see. District Nation said 13th or better. So let's see. Coming in at number 14, the Detroit Tigers. Man, 5 games under. How do I have them ranked so high, even though they're 5 games under? I'll have to double check that. 26th on offense, 5th in on pitching. Uh, what are they going to do with Scooble, right? Now they know. I don't know if they've had any talks with trying to extend them. Like if they feel like they can reach a deal, they probably won't trade him. If they feel like they can't reach a deal, if he's like, no, I want to test free agency, they might trade him off. But yeah, a fairly easy schedule the rest of the way there. B plus rating there, so good, fairly good matchups. They got one more with Kansas City, 3 with Baltimore, 3 next weekend with the A's. Once again, the A's, Langoliers got hurt. He was a potential trade candidate. So we'll see what they do. Jake says Detroit is in an odd situation because they're only 3 games out of a playoff spot. All right, let's keep climbing here. Coming in at number 13, the St. Louis Cardinals. Struggling as of late, 3-7 over their last 10, but still 2 games above 500. Still one of the big surprise. Them and the White Sox are my 2 big surprise teams in a positive way. Of course, my Mets, very disappointing. Did not expect them to be this bad. But yeah, St. Louis, 2 games up, 21st on offense, 15th in pitching. 1 more with Cincinnati, 4 with the Cubs, and then a weekend set with Toronto. So tough 4-game set with the Cubs. But the Reds and Blue Jays are very winnable. So we will continue to see what St. Louis does. All right, coming in at number 12 this week, the Philadelphia Phillies, 4-6 over their last 10, so they dropped a little bit. They lost 2 out of 3 to our Mets. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Dodgers. They've lost the first 2, I believe, to the Yankees. So right now, Philadelphia is struggling. That's the reason why they are 12th right now. But offense, they have climbed up. They are 15th in offense, 17th in pitching. Surprised their pitching isn't better than that. But 1 more with the Yankees. That's the Sunday night game tonight. But then they have 3 with the Marlins before an off day and 3 with Baltimore next weekend. So Philadelphia at one point was only 2 games behind Atlanta, and now they have fallen back from that. Let's keep climbing towards the top 10 here. Coming in at number 11 this week, the Arizona Diamondbacks, 7-3 over their last 10, 55-50 on the year. But look where they are at. Offensively, they're 20th, and pitching-wise, they're 24th, but yet they're 11th overall. So 1 more with Washington, 3 with Pittsburgh, 3 with Cleveland next weekend. So things are starting to get tight. Right now, a C grade on the remaining schedule. It's about middle of the pack. So we shall see where Arizona ends up. Still rumors of them trading Ketel Marte, even though they're in the middle of the pack here. All right, let's get to the top 10 here. Coming in at number 10 this week, the Washington Nationals, coming in at number 10. So congrats, District Nation. Right now, another team, middle of the pack on the remaining schedule. I have them ranked as the number 1 offense in baseball. But look, 29th in pitching. If they do make the playoffs, that'll be the reason why they don't advance, will be the pitching. Almost, let's see, 27, 28, 27, 24th. But look at offense. First in runs, first in home runs, first in stolen bases, putting pressure on teams. One more with Arizona before 3 with Toronto and a 4-game set with Atlanta. That'll be a big series. That will be a big series. If District Nation watches the replay of this, leave a comment, District, on where that Atlanta series is, would you? Thank you. All right, let's keep climbing here towards the number 1 team. We all know who's going to be number 1 this week. Coming in at number 9, the Pittsburgh Pirates right now. 53-52. I believe they've had a rough weekend here so far, but they have a tough remaining schedule here. One more with the Cubs, Arizona for 3, Cincinnati for 4. So Pittsburgh might drop a little bit here at the beginning of the week, but depending on how they fare in that Cincinnati series, they can regroup some of that. Look, top 10, if not top 5 on offensive categories. And Dr. Delay, if you're still listening in, let me know. 9 too high? I personally think it's a little high, but I don't argue with the numbers. The Pirate fans would disagree and have them at 29, not me. 29. I think I have the Mets too high. I think the Mets, I think I have the Mets at 26. Mets honestly might be the worst team in baseball. You would have had them about 12 to 15. Gotcha. All right, let's keep climbing here towards the top 5. Coming in at number 8, the Chicago White Sox. Congrats there, Snowman. Your White Sox coming in at number 8. Fairly, I don't want to say easy schedule, but not difficult schedule the rest of the way. But a tough week this week. One more with Houston, 4 with the Yankees, 3 with Tampa Bay. Offense, they're 15th overall. Pitching, they're 10th. It was great to do that game. Snowman and I did a game together. That was fun. But yeah, the White Sox here. We will see what they do. I know they're interested in Clay Holmes from the Mets, so I don't know if they'll make a trade for him there. Don't know. I don't even know if Holmes has started pitching yet. There he is. Oh yeah. So yeah, like I said, tough schedule coming up here this week though for the White Sox. So it'll be interesting to see how they fare. But make sure if you want to see the White Sox, make sure you check out Snowman today. I believe Dr. Delay will have the Pirates game today as well. I'll have the Met game. I believe JJ will be doing the Philly game tonight. But let's keep climbing here. Coming in at number 7, the Boston Red Sox. We have not seen Fitzy. They had a 15-game winning streak. They are 8-2 over their last 10, even though they've lost a few here. Lost yesterday. Easy remaining schedule. Rest of the way with a B grade. They are 23rd on offense. Once again, they were about win 4 or 5. And I said if they can get some offense, maybe trade for a piece or two. Now they just traded for Meade last night. That was a late trade. Fitzy wasn't too happy with it. I don't know where District stood on the trade. But if they can get another piece on offense, man, with the pitching they have, and if Crochet can come back, man, they're going to be tough. That American League is wide open. But one more with Toronto, a 4-game set with the A's, and then a tough schedule next weekend with the Dodgers. But I believe they've already played. Have they already played the Dodgers? And I think they took 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers already. So another 3-game set coming up with them, a West Coast trip here. We'll have to ask Fitzy if he's going to be going live for the West Coast swing. Those West Coast games are tough. But let's keep climbing here. Coming in at number 6. Even though they're in first place in the division, I have them 6th overall. Tampa Bay, fairly easy remaining schedule here, A- grade there. One more with Cleveland before an off day. Oh, they're probably playing right now. That was a 12-15 start. They are 7th on offense, 12th in pitching. Let me go over and look. See if we can get an update on the game. No score, top third, Cleveland and Tampa Bay. Cleveland and Tampa Bay right now, no score. All right, let's keep going. Let's get to the top 5 here, everybody. Jake says, I follow the Sox as well. Mead was DFA'd this year, but has been doing well. But I don't think it moves the needle enough. They gave up one of their young, good pitchers. I think it was an overpay. So I think the pitcher they gave up, though, is a little injured, isn't he? I don't know. I thought I saw he was a little banged up. So, but yeah, Mead was DFA'd earlier this year, but he's had a good year. All right, let's get to the top 5 here. The Cubs coming in at number 5. They have an F grade on their remaining schedule, so a tough schedule the rest of the way. But they are 7-3 over their last 10. They are 5th on offense, 23rd in pitching. One more with Pittsburgh, 4 with St. Louis, a weekend series with the Yankees. My guess that series is in Chicago with the 2:20 Friday start. Usually they get those 2:20 Wrigley starts on Fridays. But yeah, the Cubs, 59-45 on the year. Yeah, I was in the chat. You know, they traded for Mead. They got Mead in the deal, Miss Gina. Yeah, I don't think Fitzy was happy with the young man they gave up for him. All right, coming in at number 4, the Yankees right now. Yankees 7-3 over their last 10, playing much better. Still 14 games above 500. Right now, their offense struggling a little bit. On 11th, I think Judge is still out of the lineup, but pitching, man, they are still second in pitching. One more with Philadelphia, 4 with the Sox. Those are going to be 4 big matchups. And then the Cubs series coming up. But yeah, Yankees 25th in average, but 11th in runs because they're second in home runs. So there's that. So the Yankees coming in at number 4. So coming in at number 3 this week, the Atlanta Braves. Right now, Atlanta is 7-3 over their last 10. Tough remaining schedule, but they are 6th in offense, 7th in pitching. One more with Baltimore before they go to New York to play the Mets for 3, and then a 4-game set with the Nationals. Miss Gina says she hung out. The Red Sox Dodgers scheduled to play a 3-game series July. I thought they played each other earlier this year, though, Charles. Did they not? My mistake. All right, coming in at number 2. You all know who's going to be number 2. The Milwaukee Brewers. Tough remaining, and not really tough, C-. But yeah, just 7th on offense, 1st in pitching. One more with Colorado, 3 with San Francisco, 3 with Anaheim, LA Angels. So I don't know. Can they make a push to knock the Dodgers out of the number 1 spot? 65-39 is their record. We'll see what the Dodgers' record is. But the Dodgers finish up a 3-game set with our Mets here today. 67-38. Let me go back and look. 67-38 to a game and a half ahead of Milwaukee. But the Dodgers are 3rd in offense, 3rd in pitching. It'll be interesting to see what moves they make. They're going for a 3-peat, so why not? with whatever collective bargaining agreement is coming, why not go for a three-peat now? Because it probably won't happen again. But one more with our Mets before an off day. Then they got Seattle for 3 and Boston for 3. So that was our rankings for the week. We'll be back next Sunday for the same as well. Next week, it'll have any movements if teams move up and down in the ranks. I hope to have some more information playoff-wise on the screen here as well. Jake says, if the Tigers make Skubal available, I strongly believe he will be a Dodger. I agree. Okay, thank you, Charles. My fault. So, I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, once again, if you're watching on the replay, feel free to let us know what you agree with, what you don't agree with. I'm always adjusting the formulas to make sure things are more accurate. I do believe I have a fairly accurate system, but it's not perfect. But once again, make sure you check out our Instagram. It's in the pin link there in the chat, no matter what side you're watching on. We'll be back live at 1:30 Eastern time for Mets and Dodgers. So thank you, everybody, for hopping in. Make sure you check out some other streamers. Dr. Delay's got the Pirates. Snowman's got the White Sox. Fitzy's got the Red Sox. District's got the Nationals. Play-by-play with JJ's got the Phillies. Max coverage has got the Yankees. So great stuff. Oh, Dodgers and it was the Dodgers and White Sox that played. Gotcha. All right, Miss Gina. Thank you for always being here as well. Hopefully you're feeling better as well. So let's check on the YouTube side. Let's see if anybody's live doing the game right now, where we can redirect you over. Because we like to repay the favor. It was weird. We were the last game going on last night. Oh, let's repay the favor to play-by-play with JJ. He redirected us to us last night. So we will repay the favor today. Maybe, where is he? It said he was live. Yeah, there he is. Play-by-play with JJ. All right, guys. Thank you all once again so much. On the YouTube side, it's going to ask you if you want to redirect over to play-by-play with JJ. Tell him PAS sent you over, and we will see everybody for Mets and Dodgers at 1:30.